Throwback to that time, I won Dad of the Year.
Aaron missed the sarcasm of the caption. How's that, winning Dad of the Year? I said, I think they gave it to me for the accuracy, but I'm not sure. William Atch, whose surname sounds like a sneeze has been interrupted, said, Dad of the Year pissed on that floor about 20 minutes ago, just saying. I said, William, that content was behind a paywall. Thank you for subscribing, but please don't share that with everyone. Jonathan E. Solemn, and he was quite solemn, said, this isn't funny. The child is still growing, making it extremely uncomfortable and overwhelming to get water and other splashed to the face. I said, so I should do it again when he's stopped growing. Gotcha. Bianca said, I wouldn't say you're a bad parent, but I'd be pissed if someone was squeegeeing bathroom floor water into my kid's mouth. They'd probably love it though. I said, yeah, I probably wouldn't do it to your kids in fairness, Bianca. Be a bit weird if I was there, to be honest. Jennifer was confused about the concept of a wet room. She said, is that a toilet in the shower? I wouldn't want a bath with a toilet right next to me. I said, well, just decline the invite to my next showering next to a toilet party then. No need to be so hurtful about it. Katie came to my defence, to be fair to her, after all the other comments criticising me. She said, OMG, you think this man threw a knife at the kid? It's water, lol, he's fine. I said, exactly, I'd never do that. One may have bounced his way one time when I was practising my knife juggling, but it was just a flesh wound. Black Sun Hexagram, which I think is like a kissogram, but he puts black sun hexes on people. He said, kid's going to grow up to be a pussy. I said exactly what I think whenever I see a baby cry black sun hexagram. These under twos are doomed, bro, and we need to assert our dominance by making sure they know it. Hashtag tough guys for life. Sophia said, bullying a child. I said, I know, but if he'd just handed over his lunch money in the first place, I wouldn't have had to. Larnell was similar to Black Sun. This generation, way too soft. He's a baby. So I said, right, I miss the good old days where babies worked 3 jobs, built their own house and drank engine oil and never once cried about it. Ion also came to my defence, although I'm a bit confused because she said, if this is abuse, I'm abusing myself with the amount of shampoo I get in my eyes while showering and taking a bath. I suppose I should put myself in a mental hospital. I mean, that's a bit far, Ion. I just think, have you thought about closing your eyes? Tangi was clearly a tough love kind of parent because she said he'll remember he doesn't like being splashed and maybe be a little considerate in the future. The kid is fine. Who knows? Maybe the dad had been trying to get him not to do that and he was refusing to listen. I said, exactly. Waterboarding is my #1 parental method of discipline. What else am I going to do if he's not listening? I'll have to break international human rights laws and torture him.